been raining, for at least since December, constantly. 1 or 2 days that have been really nice, but it's been raining a lot, so it's unusual. Anyway, good morning. Grab a cup of coffee and spend some time having a look at what's going on. Another Sunday session here. Super excited this week because it's been raining all week, which has meant that I've been able to actually finish the program, How to Grow Food at Home, my first offering as part of the Veggie Patch School. I was chatting to Lou, who I recorded from my podcast, I reckon it's 3-4 years ago. And I remember having the conversation. She mentioned it actually in a message on Instagram. She goes, "Oh, you've been talking about doing that for ages." And yeah, it's been probably 4 years in the making. Just life got in the way, I'm excited. Obviously, it's the first one, so there's going to be a few issues with it, a few flaws. There's some things I could have done better. One of the things is like just the filming in itself. Sound's been a massive issue. I figured that one out. I'm hopefully got that sorted. But for the first offering, I'm really excited. I'd love for people to do it, mainly because for me personally, if I can get more people in the garden, I can get more people growing food, it's only a good thing. And I think some people would like to, they just don't have the basic knowledge. So that's the idea of this course, is to give you some of the tips and tricks that I've picked up over my career. And I'm always planning to constantly add to it. So that's up and running. I'm super excited about that. You can also check it out if you want at the veggiepatchschool.com. It's called How to Grow Food at Home. And it's my first offering. So go and check it out. I'm a little concerned because lately I've been wanting my coffee really hot. I think I've turned a corner. I'm starting to get really old. But no, we've also turned a corner in the garden, I think. So that's the thing about gardening, though. It doesn't always end up working out the way that you would like. And quite often you'll have lots of fails. And that's the thing about good gardeners. Actually, good gardeners have a lot of plants die on them. And that's the reason. They just keep practicing, keep putting more plants in, keep seeing what works. And that's the biggest thing for me in a new environment is around timing. So figuring out when to plant stuff up here. And a lot of the timings and planting guides that, just sort of embedded in my head from when I lived in Victoria are no longer relevant here. So I'm having to learn about what to plant when. And I'm super excited because of the moon this week, and hopefully I can get stuff in the ground. I've been propagating some seedlings over, and I've got them sitting underneath the eave behind me near the house. And the reason being is that they tend to be a bit more protected there. One, from the rain, because it has been raining heaps, and hence why I'm going to be building a propagation shed, because I'm wanting to plant more stuff. And as I said in earlier videos, really this space is about providing me and my family with something for my plate every single day. Now, I'm not trying to be self-sufficient. It's really hard. I could go crazy here, but I don't own this place. I'm renting, and reality is that I don't think we're going to stay here for that long. So by the end of the lease, maybe in December, there is a potential that we'll move on to another place. So I'm trying to get some quick wins. I've put in these veggie gardens so I can grow lots of leafy greens, and I'm also trying to grow some more stuff in pots so I can take them with me. Now, flowers have been great at the moment because they're bringing in the rosellas. I'm tempted to leave them another day or two just because, for that reason, is I sit up here on the balcony and I watch the birds, and they're beautiful, the rosellas. Now, so I'm going to pull them out, and they're going to allow me to plant some other stuff. Now, I've also planted some broad beans in this garden bed behind me. I have no idea how they'll go, to tell you the truth. This is the first time I've grown broad beans up this way. I have a feeling that it just gets too warm and they're going to probably get too leggy, if that makes sense. They're not going to slowly grow because the conditions are warm. But there's only one way to find out, and that's with gardening, is to experiment and to see how you go. The other thing is my compost pile. I'm going to mow the lawns today, and that means that I'm going to add it to not my compost. I'm actually going to use my lawn clippings to start acting as a mulch under there. I haven't been able to get much. I lie. I can get sugarcane mulch to put underneath here, but it's a large space. It's going to cost me a fair bit in terms of those bags of sugarcane mulch that I can purchase from the local hardware store. But that's expensive and it's not very sustainable. So I'm waiting to be able to get some from my local sugarcane farms around the corner here. But in the meantime, what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the grass clippings and I'm just spreading them lightly, because the problem is if it's too thick, it won't allow the moisture to go in. But I don't want that. I actually still want the moisture. Even though it's heaps of rain, I still want it to penetrate into the soil. So anyway, Sunday, I'm rabbiting on as per usual. I feel like every one of these sessions I need to add or give you something of value. Now, a simple way to make more strawberry plants, they put out these runners. If you want to make extra plants, you can actually just snip them here. I'm just going to place this into this little pot that I've do that. Going to leave it attached at the moment. Give it a week or so, and I'll cut that there. There you go. So, part of that is I'd also like some of your input occasionally. If there's any questions you'd like me to answer in these sessions or showcase something, please go to thehungrygardener.com.au and send me a message. Anyway, hope you're having a great weekend, a great Sunday, and you're in the garden, because gardening is so much fun.